So hello guys, what's up, this is Shark talking, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about the treasure cave. We just got a lot of good things with this new update in the game. And one of them is the treasure cave. I believe this is the best event in the game, but it's a very grinding event. It's not for the faint of heart, but well, you need to understand how to play efficiently if you really want to take the best of this. You can also just skip if you want. This event is more about grinding specific stages for faster clear or just clearing harder stages faster as well. And the treasure cave gives you a lot of different rewards. We can kind of see this by clicking here on the treasure cave gold. The treasure cave gold uses a gold map that has a very low chance to drop. It's like 1% or even lower. And then you have this different rewards for you to get. There's even this full character route. You don't need to get him full here because you get so many pieces of him by just playing the game that you can get him maxed without relying on this. And you can even get another map just by using the map. There's pieces for SS Christmas Monica. There's limited styles here. New Year's Katarina, Christmas Julian, this Leonid and Tatiana are Platinum. Then this is the Platinum Khalid. Okay, all their styles are Platinum. Christmas Julian and New Year's Katarina are not so relevant, but Christmas Monica still is and will still be for some time. And well, let's just click here. This is for the gold map that drops with a very high chance, but most of the time we will just be getting the normal maps that gives you different rewards. There are some gold pieces here as well, but there are also some bronze pieces, there's also some silver pieces, there are less important things. And different from past events, this time, the platinum ticket, it's not the normal one. It's the award platinum ticket that expires like in the end of the year, and then it cannot be saved after that. They are doing this because people are probably stacking too many summon tickets, and I don't know if they did this on the Japanese version as well. Like me, I have almost 1,000 of this by playing the past events. But it's not important, it's good because we can just keep summoning as well. In this game, you have to summon to just keep getting more styles. You can also get stamina potions just by running this as well. So the stamina that you spend is actually converted back so you can keep playing this event even more. If you have at least 300 stamina potions, you can probably play this for the whole week without caring about stamina, because every time that you get enough maps, you will run this, get on more stamina potions, the game will give you even more as well, and well, you can play the whole day. But it can be exhaustive, I know. But another thing, we need to understand how these maps drops. This image explains everything. If you play on normal, you have a very low chance of getting a map. If you play on hard, you get an increased chance. And if you play on very hard, you get an even more increased chance. And if you play on episodes that are higher, you get even more maps. So the best case scenario is running very hard on the newest episode on story mode, that is Gaiden. And I need to show you what happens when you play on Gaiden. You can get up to 15 maps. In the past treasure map we were actually on the episode 10 or 11, I don't remember exactly, and the max number of maps we could get in a single run was 10. And now you can get 15. I heard some people saying that you can even get 3 gold maps by a very low chance, but you can still get it just by running Gaiden. So, there are 2 ways of thinking about Treasure Cave, like always, speed or running higher stages. But the best case scenario is running a higher stage with very high speed, because by that you'll be getting a lot of good stuff. You can get status, because the current highest stages can give you status for farming. It also gives you more and better weapons, and yeah, it's just better. So the best stage to farm, I did try a lot of these stages here, but I couldn't find a strategy that was faster than this one. I could find strategy that was like 1 minute and 40 seconds to run the stage, but this one here has an average of 1.5 minutes, sometimes lower, depends on RNG. People can have different results because depending on their squad and the characters that they can use, it will be vastly different. But my strategy is to bring these characters here. I will explain. There's many formations that you can use depending on the characters that you use. On the stage, you need Cold, Lightning, and Pierce. And they are not so easy to find. We did had a lot of happier users in the past, but they were actually not so good. Summer Selma is actually good here, one of the characters that I did a review. I didn't summon for her. She's actually good here because on this stage, we only have a single enemy on the first wave, so that she can try to insta-kill. Even Halloween Vampire Lady can insta-kill as well, but this stage is kinda resistant against Slash. Before we talk about everything, let's just run this stage so we can discuss while we defeat it. And you can also just check the amount of time we need to just play on this stage. I am using Happy String, but even when using Happy String, sometimes this enemy attacks before me. It's funny. And I'm using Peony. She brings pierce damage I need, Christmas Monica as well. Water damage coming from my new Yunzin. This one is the stun Yunzin, like we call her. Just summoned for her yesterday. She is strong, but you can also use the fast version of Yunjin just fine. I'm just using her here because I want to increase the level of my skills. Peony is super ultra strong on this part of the game because she can buff her own STR. She already has a very good STR as well. And that one is not Robin Girl, it's actually Summer Liz, it's just that I'm using the art for Robin Girl. And it's also good because she's more of a single target attacker. The first wave have one enemy, the second wave has two enemies, the last wave has one boss. I think the first and the third wave can be considered as bosses. And you can see that the enemies are kind of resistant against Slash, but because global exclusive Katarina deals cold damage as well, even if she's resistant on the first attack, it is still a very high damage when she uses double crush because it's 2 damage, and then she just keeps cycling between Glacial Sword. And Glacial Sword is cold, we need cold, lightning, and pierce here to deal damage. I believe the next attack will kill this enemy. Yes, you can see it's kind of simple. Sometimes it's even faster than we were running now. Depends on RNG. If you can make a combo on the first or the last turn, it will just be a victory, a very easy victory. Let's just run this again. And, well, the first enemy here, you have to just be careful because it can use Cyclone 2 times and can be very high damage. So, either Summer Liz or Yunjin needs to heal. If you don't have Summer Liz, you will have to use Yunjin for healings. And you see there was a combo here, but it will not kill this enemy, I think, for real. Yeah, I kill it. So when we have a combo on the first turn, it will be very fast. There are people that can just kill the second wave in a single turn, but it relies on using formations that increases dexterity, or else it will not be so easy. You see, I am doing very high damage, but I'm still not enough to kill them in a single turn. That is because most of my characters are single target damage dealers. But the speed is still very, very high. And when I'm using Happy the String, I don't have a very increased damage, but I attack before my enemies. Sometimes if I do a combo here, it's easier to do combo when you're using Happy the String than using another formations that reduces agility from one and increases agility from another. Another good thing is that if your Summer Liz uses ID Break, it has a very good chance of confusing the enemy. The same thing for Stun Yunjin. She can stun the second wave, but not the first one. So the wheel debuff helps, but not so much. And like I said, even if she is resisted on turn 1, it is still good. Turn 2 and turn 3, she just deals cold damage, is good. You can actually use some other characters here, but depending on the characters, you will prefer different formations. Like Khalid can use lightning damage, very good. Cordelia can also inflict cold damage, very high cold damage, and she's actually preferable to use in speculation formation. That is, if you can manage to use 3 characters to kill most of the enemies, because in that way you will only be attacked maybe once by the enemy. If you use a formation that increases agility for 3 characters but debuffs the agility of 2 others, it means that the boss will attack you 2 times before the back row units attack. So that may be a problem. Let me just check this enemy here if we don't kill it. Yeah, I just got confused again, so this cycle is super good. Yeah, and my stun Yunzin will do more damage later as soon as I get some more investment on her. I need to get more style levels. Yes. So this time, let's just check all the enemies so we can discuss a little further. We have Arch Swoopers. Okay, so this time we'll be checking the enemies on every new wave. The first one is Arch Swoopers. This enemy here, like all the other enemies, is only weak against Cold, Lightning, and Pierce. And this one is also resistant against all status elements, but can be insta-killed. Well, there are some characters that can do this, like Summer Selma. There's also Halloween Vampire Lady. And this one can do AoE damage with Cyclone and single target damage with all the other skills. Can also stun but with medium chance. The problem here is more about the AoE damage. So, I'm using Rapid String to try to attack before the boss so I can get a turn 1 without having to defend myself, just being offensive. If I had more spear wielders, I could be using a different strategy where I can just deal damage with the front lines, but no, I don't have that many spear wielders to use them with speculation. So next wave, the enemies have the same weaknesses. Let's just give a look here. Same stuff, also resistant against Slash like always, but this time you can do Paralyze, Stun, and Confusion if you want, even Petrify and insta-kill. But you don't need to, because they are not so strong, they don't have that much HP, they can die with every new turn, so I focus it on using single target damage, and also my Stun Yunzin can stun them sometimes, meaning that if I kill one and stun the other, I will not even receive any damage. Well, she attacked first, so she already stunned one. But the other one will attack us. Cannot impede this. But we did, actually, because Summer Liz just inflicted confusion. When this stuff happens, it's just so good. Because we save time just by running this without being attacked. So the last wave, we have Plesiosaur. And this one, like all the other enemies, have the same weaknesses, but this time resistant against Charm and Stun. So Stun Yunzin will not help you here, but Confusion and Paralyze can. Even this insta-kill with Summer Selma, if you already have her, you can use this here as well. She cycles between 2 turns. Maybe she can kill this enemy here. Paralyze could help, but Rouge is not so strong. It will decrease your damage. Maybe if you bring in Rock Bouquet, she can help here. She can do Paralyze with medium chance, but that is only if you are having trouble with this enemy. This formation needs 2 turns to kill the boss, unless we do a 5 people combo. Sometimes it happens, but it's not all the time. And well, when this happens, it's also super nice, because Confusion also lands on this enemy. And it's dead. Now I want to talk about other strategies and other characters that we can use, because not everyone will have access to the same character that I have. So in order to do so, let's just check the formations here. Speculation works fine because the enemies have high agility, so you can try to increase damage with Spear users in Global Exclusive Katarina or Khalid. They will be very good here. And Cordelia also will be very strong here because she deals cold damage. The problem is just that she uses a lot of PP. But you can kinda even use some attackers in the backlines if you can be sure that the 3 frontal characters using 1, 2, and 3 slots will kill the first enemy. So they save BP and can use skill with 13 on the second turn. So they one-shot one of those enemies on the second wave. That is also very interesting. And there is another strategy, but this one is recent. Dragoon Strike is nice because it increases a lot of STR, but it does not increase agility. So you kinda need to be attacked sometimes, but you do higher damage. So it kinda depends if the time that you waste by being attacked compensate the increased damage that you do, so you use less turns to kill an enemy. But this formation will be for people that have, like I said, Spear users and Cordelia, in Global Exclusive Katarina, and the Platinum Khalid, because the second one is not so offensive, and characters that can do elemental damage. But not mages, because this one does not work so fine with mages. Yeah, and not work so fine with Summer Liz as well. There's Amazon Raid, but I usually prefer Speculation, usually because we need agility to attack before the enemies, and just 25% increase on slot 1 to not compensate the chances of being more attacked. So, let's just talk about Magical Shower as well. Well, I don't think Magical Shower is so worth. It will be increase the damage output of your mages in the backlines, like Teacher Yundin can do a lot of damage in the backline by using Magical Shower. But the other one will have to be Rock Bouquet, because she's like the only source of lightning attacks coming from intelligence that we have right now. Maybe in the future we'll have different ones, and that will work better. But this one is kind of not that good in my opinion, because mages are better on stages where you face 3 or more enemies. 2 or 1 enemy does not necessarily call for a mage. So, now I will just talk about the equipments as well. Some of those enemies do pierce damage, some do blunt, some do slash. You can kind of just choose whatever, I think. My Katarina is using this equipment here called Power Gloves that increases STR so that she gets even more damage. I believe I'm doing the same for my other characters as well. Let me check. I'm always thinking about damage here because the faster I clear, the more rewards I'll get. No, I can just get Power Gloves as well. Yeah, so that she deals a little more damage. I also need to change her spear. It's a very, very old spear. Same case with my Christmas Cordelia. Same case with my Christmas Monica. They are not fully optimized yet. But they will be. They will be. And let's just give a look on the other characters to see if I'm missing someone. Acidos really don't work here. Emilia can work if you are using a dexterity focused formation, like Divine Wall. We forgot to talk about Divine Wall. Divine Wall here will work if you have Emilia for turn 1 to kill that first wave, but then she will not do good damage against the other enemies, because they are not weak against blunt, but they are not resistant either. So she will do okay damage, and in order to do so you have to change how she performs, because she may do different attacks because of how she gets BP. Let me tell you how I use her in this formation here. I give Bounce Shot 8 BP on Auto, and I leave Random Shot on 6. So she starts with Sweet Trap and just use Random Shot thereafter, then 1 Bounce Shot and then Random Shot. That's how she works on Auto. Well, she's the only character that can do pierce damage with guns. So when I use Divine Wall, I just simply choose Emilia and Monica. They together will kill the first enemy always, but the problem is just that they have lower agility. The enemy will attack 2 times before I can use my Monica and my Emilia. Sometimes I don't even need both, I just need one. But like I said, I don't really like this. I prefer to use Rapid String to guarantee that I'll be attacking before my enemies. And let's see if I miss some other character here. No, I don't think so. Like I said, Rock Bouquet can also work fine. And Thomas, but I still don't have my Thomas. I still need a little more gems to get him. So this is it, guys. I hope this video helps you farm this event faster. And if you have a different strategy, please say here on the comments. Let's help each other. And if you want to support the channel, you can do so by either using the Patreon, Coffee, or PayPal buttons on the description of the video. We see each other on the next one. Bye.